Hey friends, welcome back to Pilates with Hope. Thank you for being here. I have a lot of fun things planned for us today. We're going to take it way back to just some basic Pilates essentials. So what we're going to do today will be perfect for adding on to any of your workouts, whether it's strength, cardio, or putting it in front of your Pilates practice. All right, so let's get started. You do not need anything except your body and a mat and a comfortable space. Okay, so we're gonna just get started. First, lie all the way down on your back. Okay, we're here. So take a big breath in, just relax, just feel what is touching the mat. So if you're looking at your screen, you can probably see that for me, my chin is up to the sky. That means my neck is crunched up, right? So we're gonna find our best alignment before we get started. Making sure your nose is pointing towards the sky rather than your chin. If you need a pillow underneath your head or your neck, feel free to grab one. All right, so once your head is in place, let's move down to the shoulders and see what's happening there. Are they crunched up? Are you tense? Are you tight? Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. So you should feel your shoulder blades sort of heavy in the mat. Your chest is open. Now we're moving down to the ribs. How many of your ribs are on your mat? Ideally, that last rib, your bottom rib, is on your mat. For me, that's right about where my low back curve starts to kind of think about happening. So I'm just gonna think about melting that last rib into the mat. Now below that, we should have that natural space, just so that we can maybe slide a credit card underneath it. Then our hips are heavy in the mat, our tailbone, our sacrum, and then your feet. Okay, now that we've noticed what is touching the mat, let's think about what's not touching the mat. You have that natural space right behind your neck and right at your low back, right? All right, let's take your hands. We're gonna put them on your ribs. So feel that squishy spot with your middle fingers right between your two ribs. Relaxing your shoulders. Your middle fingers are touching each other. Let's take a big breath in and feel your hands separate side to side. So take an inhale. And exhale, close those ribs back together. All right, if you're like me, you just tensed up through the shoulders, right? That's just where we carry so much of our stress. Constantly, I need to pay somebody to come and tap me on the shoulders. Put those down, relax your shoulders. Let's try again. Hands are on top of your ribs. Middle fingers are touching, shoulders are relaxed, face is relaxed. Inhale. And exhale. So you want to feel those ribs separate side to side. Take another big breath in. That's lateral breathing. I have a video that I've talked about lateral breathing, why we do it in Pilates. Two more. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Here's your last one. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Okay, now we're gonna make a triangle with our hands. So thumbs go together, index fingers go together. Place that triangle on your pelvis. So the heel of your hand should touch your hip bones. Those middle fingers should touch your pubic bone. Okay, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, tuck your hips. So your low back suctions down towards the mat and those middle fingers get higher than the thumbs. Inhale back through center. This time, as you exhale, tilt your hips forward. Okay, now we're going to come back through center. Imagine we have a little plate of grapes sitting on this triangle. We're just mobilizing your low back. Also, it's going to help us find a neutral pelvis. That's super important to Pilates. All right, also throughout just life, not just Pilates. Pilates helps us do our life better, right? Okay, keeping that triangle on your hips. It's that plate of grapes. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, spill the plate of grapes towards your face. Right? So you're tucking your hips. Inhale back through center. Exhale, spill those grapes towards your feet. So you're tilting your hips. One of these may feel a little bit easier to do. For me, we're just going to rock back and forth. So tuck the hips on the exhale. For me, the tuck is always easiest. Inhale through center. Exhale, tilt towards your feet. Last one. Inhale through center, exhale to tuck. Inhale through center, exhale to tilt. Okay, come back through center. Now we're going to go side to side. So inhale, and as you exhale, gently tilt that plate of grapes towards the right. Spill them out. It's gentle, it's small. Inhale back through center. Exhale, tilt that plate of grapes to the left. Spill them out. Back through center. What's happening with your feet? What's happening with your seat, by the way? Shouldn't be anything. No major squeezing, no major gripping. You're just working through the pelvis and that low back. You're inhaling through center. Exhale, tilt to the right. Spill them out. Inhale through center. Exhale, tilt to the left. Let's go one more each way. Tilting to the right. Tilting to the left. If you get your breath out of whack, totally fine. Don't stress about it. There's no Pilates police here. Just remember to breathe. Okay, we're going to come back center. Find that neutral pelvis. That means your index fingers and your thumbs, they're making a straight line. They are level. That plate of grapes sitting on your pelvis, it's level. It's not moving. We're going to keep it there for a whole session, okay? All right, hands go by your side. Press the palms in, relax the shoulders. Keeping your pelvis neutral, pick up your left leg. Woo, it's heavy. Set it right back down. Pick up the right leg. Hips don't move. Pelvis stays quiet, undisturbed. Put the right foot back down. Relaxing those shoulders, pick up the left. So you should feel your abs turning on, right? You're just kind of giving your organs a hug in there. Slow marches. So your Pilates powerhouse, Pilates box, your core, your center, all these terms that we have for it, that just means you're shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, front and back, right? 360 degrees. All right, so we're just doing these slow marches, picking up the legs without it disturbing that neutral pelvis. Now we're going to turn this into a little level up here. Pick up that left foot. As your left foot goes down, the right foot comes up. So we're just changing in the air. You must engage that core. We're just slow switches without letting your pelvis change, without arching through your low back, without lifting those ribs, right? So everything stays where it's supposed to be. Okay, we're going to go both feet down. We're going to level this up again. All right, so your feet are about hip width. Go ahead, make sure that pelvis is neutral. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, we pick up both feet at the same time. Knees come up to tabletop. Set both feet down. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard, it's heavy, right? It's way harder than you think. Now we can definitely go through the motions, right? But take your mind to your body. We're looking for that mind-body connection. Find your neutral pelvis. Lift both legs at the same time without it being disturbed, right? I love that plate of grapes visual because, you know, grapes easily roll around on a paper plate, right? It just helps me focus in on what I'm actually trying to do. We're trying to lift these legs at the same time. Check in with those shoulders. Make sure your chest isn't folding in like a taco, right? You're not gripping. Everything is nice and in its place. 2 more just like this. If you find that you're having to constantly readjust your body and find that right alignment, you're in good company. That is all part of Pilates. It's part of life, right? Realigning. Okay, we did our legs. Let's do our arms. So feet are down, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Make little blades with your hands so those fingers are hugging each other. Reach your fingertips, poke holes in the ceiling. So your chest is folding in like a taco now, right? The shoulder blades are lifting up. Now we're gonna root those shoulders down towards your mat. Okay, let's add our breath. You inhale, reach away. Exhale, root. So the whole point of this is to connect our arms to our back. Head stays in line. Inhale, reach. Exhale to root. Pelvis is still neutral. Inhale to reach. Exhale to root those shoulders down. Okay, we're going to keep your shoulder blades rooted down your mat. Take a big breath in. Reach those arms back behind you. Don't let it change your ribs. Exhale, come back up. We're going to do it wrong this time. If you'd like to watch me do it wrong so that you can just get a good visual, feel free. So this time when I inhale and take my arms overhead, I'm going to lift up through my ribs and arch in my back, right? I'm making a rainbow. That's not what we want. We don't want the arms to affect the body. Come right back down. Find your best alignment. Head, shoulders, ribs, hips, keeping everything in place. Inhale, reach those arms back. Exhale, bring them forward. Your shoulder blades are still rooted down your back. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, bring it forward. 2 more like this. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, reach it forward. So we're working in opposition. The arms are going overhead. And the ribs are fighting to stay in the opposite direction. Here's our last one. Also, the name of the game in Pilates, opposing forces. Okay, now let's bring those legs back up to tabletop, keeping your pelvis neutral. We're gonna send, well, you know what? Before we do that, let's do something else. Let's drop one arm at a time. Left arm goes back. Drop is not the right word. We are placing our body through space right where we want it. Right arm goes back. Inhale away. Exhale, come back up. We're gonna go 2 more each side. Okay, here's our last one on the left. Reach it back, keeping that arm connected to your back. Last one on the right. Okay, now let's bring both legs up. Both legs up. Let's go right arm, left leg. So it's a little dead bug action. When you send your legs away, they're going to go on the diagonal. So think about right where your ceiling meets your wall. That's where your toes are going to look for. So right arm goes back, left leg goes away. Check in with everything. Make sure you're staying in that nice alignment. Come right back in. Inhale, reach it away. Exhale, come right back in. I find my low back wanting to suction to the mat and my hips want to tuck. Fight to keep that plate of grapes neutral. We're just alternating side to side. If you find that your low back is lifting, send those legs a little higher. They can go up to the ceiling, right? Send them straight up. You want to focus on finding your best form. Right? We're not competing with anybody. Okay, let's do 1 more each way. Last set, or last one, I should say. Arms are to the ceiling, knees are to the ceiling. Everything is in neutral, right? Arms are going to go overhead, legs go away. So inhale, take everything in opposite directions. Exhale, come back in. Inhale, take everything in opposite directions. Exhale, come back in. Check in with that bottom rib. Don't let it pop up. Bring it back in. Tighten that corset. Last one. Okay, let's bring it all down. All right. Now, we're going to take our hands behind our head. Elbows are nice and wide. Just let that open your chest for a minute. And relax. How many times a day do you get to hear that? Okay, we're going to practice one other thing that is super challenging. It can be like a milestone for people, right? And that's just curling up, lifting your head, your neck, and your shoulders. For a second, think about when we first started, we had our hands on our ribs and we found that squishy spot between them. When you lift your head, your neck, and your shoulders, you want to think about folding in half from there, from that spot, right? So it doesn't initiate with your head. It doesn't initiate with your neck. That movement initiates from just beneath your ribs. That's where you're going to squeeze from. Let's give it a try. Hands are behind your head. They're interlaced. Elbows are nice and wide. Find that neutral alignment, right? Your plate of grapes, it's level. They're not spilling out anywhere. Your last rib is on your mat. Your shoulders are on your mat. Your head is on your mat. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, take your mind's eye to that space right underneath the ribs. Lift the head. You're folding in half from there. Lower it back down. Anytime you have neck tension, shoulder tension in Pilates, it comes from lifting with your head, right? That feels different. That looks different than from what we just did. That's going to cause tension. You want to think about squeezing from just beneath that squishy spot, just beneath your ribs. Lower it back down, right? Now, if you feel tension in your neck and shoulders, lower your head. Start over. It's totally fine. Again, there's no Pilates police here, I promise. But just practice, and it takes practice, and it takes strength, and practice builds strength, right? You're going to get there. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, lift from just beneath that rib cage. Lower back down. We're going to go 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift it up, curl it up. Lower it back down. Here's our last one. We're going to hold it for a count of 5. Exhale to lift. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3. Look for those thighs. 2, 1. Lower everything down. All right, hands go back by your side. Look left and right. Shake it all out. Here's our last thing, okay? It's our last thing that we're going to focus on today. Let's bring those feet in towards you just so that your fingertips can touch them just a little bit. Press your feet down into your mat and traction those heels towards your seat. So you should feel the entire back of your leg light up, right? Press down and then traction it towards you. Palms are by your side. Your chest is open. You got a little push pin, one in each shoulder that's nailing you to the mat, right? Take an inhale. Lift your hips. Lower it back down. So we want to think about not curling up. Not for this. Not right now. It's not wrong. It's not right. It's just different. That's just not what we're looking for. You want to lift like a seesaw. Okay? Think tailbone to ribs, to that last rib, lifting as one unit. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. You have a cup of water, one on each hip. Don't let it spill. Now, what's happening to your grapes, right? They're going to spill out towards your face. Physics. Lift it up. Lower it down. I hope you can see me wobbling, right? Because I'm not perfect. My body's not perfect. But we are where we are. And I'm grateful to be here. And I'm glad you're here too. All right, we're just lifting and lowering. You're taking your time. Let's go 2 more. Inhale to lift. Relax those shoulders. Exhale to lower. Relax your face. Last one, inhale to lift. Let's hold this one up. Press your feet in, pull them towards your seat. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully lower yourself down. Pull those thighs towards you. Lift your hips, rock yourself all the way up to a seated position. Give yourself a huge round of applause. You did it. So these are just some Pilates basics just to help get you in line and get you ready for whatever's next.